Sony has no idea what it's doing. Seriously, trying to follow PlayStation's business decisions right now is a bit like watching drunken master kung fu. Chaotic, unpredictable, and somehow still moving forward. But here's the kicker. Sony is already cooking up the PlayStation 6. They want us to drop close to $1,000 for it, but even they don't know why we should buy it in the first place. So let's break this down, because the PS6 hype train just might be headed straight off the rails before it even leaves the station. In this video, we're asking 3 big questions. How did Sony put themselves into this mess? Why does the PS6 sales pitch already feel shaky? And what could the future of PlayStation actually look like? PlayStation helped shape modern gaming. Its legendary rivalry with the Xbox helped define a generation. But the world has changed. PC gaming and platforms like Steam now dominate the market, and consoles suddenly feel like a thing of the past. So here's the real problem. How do you convince gamers to keep buying consoles, especially after the PS5's shaky rollout and lackluster exclusives lineup? Whatever the answer is, Sony seems to be doing the exact opposite. In 2025, Sony announced the multi-platform model. The idea sounds smart enough. Release more exclusives on PC and rival platforms like the Xbox. More players, more money, and you get to diversify your revenue streams. But here's what Sony don't want you to realize. If the exclusives arrive on other platforms, what's the point in buying a PlayStation? Why drop hundreds on a console, then pay $70 for a game plus a monthly fee when you can just wait and grab it on Steam? This leaves us with a brutal question. Is Sony slowly making the PlayStation irrelevant? Let's take a look at Nintendo. A horrible company? Absolutely. But their ironclad ecosystem keeps people buying Switches. And it works. Nintendo thrives because you have to own their hardware. Sony made $136 billion off the PlayStation 5 ecosystem, with an estimated $13 billion in profit. Without hardware, these numbers collapse. Which makes me think, Sony isn't being fully honest with us. Now, I'm not into conspiracies, but things just don't seem to add up right now. If Sony is truly committed to the multi-platform model, why hasn't Bloodborne been remastered for Steam? Why is GTA 6, the most anticipated game of all time, still a console exclusive on launch? Simple, they sell consoles. To me, this signals one of 2 things. 1. Sony's multi-platform model is a carefully planned out smokescreen. Or 2. Sony has generally no idea what it wants to do with the PlayStation. So if PlayStation's planning ahead, what's the real play here? Maybe Sony pivots into the pre-built PC market, selling PlayStation PCs as a console alternative, giving customers the convenience of buying a console, but the performance of the PC. Or maybe they re-enter the handheld market to compete with the Switch and the Steam Deck, something that's been pretty heavily rumored recently. Right now, it looks like utter chaos. So, is the PS6 going to be worth it? Would you still buy a PlayStation if all the big games got released on PC anyways? What if the PS6 is just a $1,000 PC in a PlayStation box? Would you still buy it? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please hit like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Also, why not check out some of these other cool videos that I made? I'm Ty from Partially Correct, and I'll see you next week.